Okay, so we just got here and immediately Fi's got to get coffee before she kills somebody. She just met Julian. And what was your name again?
Juan from Sierra.
And so Fi just met these people and she wants to kill them already because she hasn't had coffee. So we're gonna get coffee. Okay guys, so it's Greeny here and this is Julian Glasser. He is me and him kind of started about the same time. Our channel's been kind of mirroring growth, and he's out of Bangkok. And we have a lot in common because I did real estate for Keller Williams 8 years. And who do you work for?
I used to work for Century 21 for 3 years in America, but I just started with Keller Williams Thailand just about a month ago.
Okay.
So I've been making a lot of condo videos on my channel, and if anybody's looking to move from America to Thailand, I definitely can help them out with that process.
Yeah, so if you're looking in Bangkok, Julian, I'll put a link to his channel, and he's going to be doing a lot of real estate videos, and he knows a lot about the market in Bangkok for rentals and purchase, or mostly rentals?
Yeah, rentals and purchase.
Yeah. So we're going to sit down and talk a little bit, but if I wanted to turn the camera on and get this started right now. All right. Let's get our coffee. Okay guys, I'm here with Julian Glasser at this market. We hooked up here in Chonburi, and it's kind of in the middle. He's from Bangkok and I'm staying in Pattaya right now. And I'm gonna flip this around and I'm gonna ask him a bunch of questions about his channel. All right, I'm here with Julian.
Hey.
And we met up here at the market. And Julian, you are a real estate agent now in Bangkok. Let me ask you, did you have to get licensed there, or there's no licensing in Thailand?
Yeah, so good question. Back in America, you do have to get licensed to be a real estate agent, but out here in Thailand, you actually don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, do you have a passport like Thai citizen because you were born here? Okay, so you don't need work permit or anything like that. You just come here. Do you also have a USA passport?
Yep.
Okay, you have dual passports. Okay, a lot of people do ask about that. Like, can you have dual passports, Thailand and whatever? And you can, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I have both passports. My mom also has both passports, dual citizenship, and it makes things a lot easier too, because when I come to Thailand, I don't have to ask for visas, I don't have to ask for work permits or anything like that.
Right.
And one thing that's kind of funny is if you're a US citizen and you go to Vietnam, you actually have to ask for a visa. Right. But if you're a Thai citizen and you go to Vietnam, you don't have to ask for a visa.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. If I'm going to Vietnam, I'm going to use my Thai passport.
Of course, yeah. I've done that twice, gotten that visa, and both times never made it there because the current situation. So.
I have a kind of a funny story about Vietnam. Is the first time I went to Vietnam, I only had my US passport, right? And I didn't know that US citizens had to get a visa to go to Vietnam. I was like, oh, US citizen, you can go anywhere, right?
Right.
Yeah, but when I was getting ready to go on the airplane, one of the people who worked there, they asked me, oh, where's your visa? And I was like, oh, I'm a US citizen, I don't need a visa, right?
Right.
And so she's like, oh no, you need a visa, right? And this was the first time I heard about this. So I had to get a express visa. So basically
it was expensive.
It was like, I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was at least maybe $100 or something like that. And normally to get the visa is only like $10 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I got an express visa and I got that within like 30 minutes and I was still able to make my flight.
Yep. My first time going there, but I didn't go. Same situation. We thought we didn't need it. They wanted us to get the express visa and we're like, screw that. We just canceled our flight and didn't even cancel. We just lost the money and decided to just go straight from Hong Kong to Thailand. We skipped Vietnam, but next time I'll go there one of these years. But so how many years have you been back living in Thailand?
Yeah, so I've been back and forth between America and Thailand for maybe the last 2-3 years.
Okay.
But it wasn't like a straight 3 years. It was like 6 months in Thailand, then like 3 months back in America, and then kind of back and forth.
Right.
But I've been in Thailand straight for about 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you decide to make this your permanent spot?
Yeah, I was kind of getting a little bored of being in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And also, I graduated from university,
Okay.
So that was my main thing to be in America. I was like, oh, I'm still a university student.
Right.
So after I graduated,
I hear that Las Vegas is very boring.
Las Vegas.
I'm joking.
Las Vegas, in my opinion, there's a lot of things to do, but it gets tiring very quickly. You know, especially when you grew up there since you were a 1-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you came here, and what was your degree in?
My degree is in business administration.
Okay, where'd you go to school?
At UNLV.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that there's probably a lot of doors open for you here back in Thailand, especially as the economy maybe gets better again. There should be, you know, with your dual language, dual citizen, dual everything.
Yeah, I'm sure there is a lot of opportunities out here in Thailand with my degree, but I've been focusing a lot on my YouTube channel and also growing my client base for real estate. Is kind of what I've been focusing on, because I want to get my life set up so that I don't have to rely on a job, you know, on a boss or anything like that. As we can see with the situation, many people are losing their jobs right now. Me personally, I don't want that to ever happen to me. So I'm trying to get my life set up that if the economy's good or the economy's bad, I'm still gonna make the same amount of money. It's not gonna affect me too much. Yeah. So I graduated from university. I could have got some pretty decent jobs, but at this stage in my life, I'm taking the risk on trying to make it on my own.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, I waited 30 years to do that, worked a job, and now I'm just free to travel, do whatever I want, and that's a good life if you can maintain it, you know. And now, you know, you can be a digital nomad. Now you can, you know, if you're savvy enough to know how to do things online, you're good to go, I guess. So.
Yeah, it's not easy, and it takes a lot of time, but if you can stick with it, you might not make as much money as if you're working for a big company, but you can at least maybe make enough to support yourself and live a decent life.
So you were born here. Where were you born? What city, what part of Thailand?
I was born in the south of Thailand. So I was born in a city called Trang. That city maybe has like 100,000 people.
So is that almost the farthest south in Thailand?
It's pretty close. It's pretty close to the furthest point.
Malaysia,
There's other provinces further south than that.
Cool. Okay, so what's your favorite content to do on your channel? What do you think? What direction do you think your channel's going to go in?
Yeah, so right now I've been focusing a lot on hotels and also condo videos, because I see that seems to be kind of the popular topics on my channel. But I'm pretty much open to any kind of topic that has to do with Thailand. But I have been getting some requests to make some videos about how people can make money online to support themselves while they're out here in Thailand. So I'm thinking about maybe making some videos in the future that kind of has to do with maybe making money online and stuff like that. And I'll have to see and experiment with it to see if people enjoy those videos or not.
It seems like there's a lot of, that's a whole genre. I mean, you know. Now, I did see one of your videos, it's pretty interesting, where you interviewed a ladyboy. Now, how did you set that up? Like, did you know her, or how did you set that up?
Yeah, so something that people may or may not know about me is I actually am involved in a little bit in the modeling industry out here in Thailand. I did some modeling in the past, and I still do, you know, if somebody wants to hire me. But I knew this model who's a transgender woman, and I asked her, I said, would you be interested?
Sorry, transgender.
Gatoi is also another way that you could say it. And I asked her, I said, would you be interested in being a guest on my channel? And I said, if you're a guest on my channel, I'll give your Instagram a shout out. Is what I said. And she was totally fine doing the interview together. So I said, I just want to do like a 10-minute interview together, and she was great. I'm actually thinking about maybe making a video about her, maybe a short documentary, and it might be like a day in the life of a Thai transgender woman or something like that.
A lot of my subscribers may not know, but in Thailand, transgender is almost like considered a third sex. and it's just recognized as normal. You know, Thailand is a very accepting place, and you know, where I live in Pattaya, there's lots of transgender people, and I know 3 or 4 transgender. You know, we call them ladyboys because they're, you know, some have completed the process, some haven't. But you know, very nice people, and you know, and some are interesting, some are boring, just like anybody else in Thailand. And you know, you can't be biased in Thailand. You have to be accepting. It's a very accepting society. You find that true?
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like in Thailand, people don't really care as long as you're not hurting somebody else. Yeah, as long as you're just keeping to yourself.
So Katoi, I'll tell you a funny story about that. Let me see how much time I got left on here.
3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. So in Detroit, there was a very, very popular restaurant called Katoi. Oh. And it was in downtown Detroit, a newer restaurant, maybe 3 or 4 years old now, but it rose the ranks and became like the #1 Thai restaurant in the area. And you know, I said to my people, I said, do you know what that means? And you know, people didn't know what that meant there, but eventually they got some backlash. I don't know if Thai people or who gave them backlash about the name, and they ended up changing the name slightly, so it meant something else and it was a different name. But I thought that was kind of weird that it was even that name in the first place. But very popular restaurant, and I don't know, just kind of a weird story. Yeah. So what's your plans for the rest of the weekend?
My plans for the rest of the week, I'm staying in Chonburi. So I'm going to stay here for another 2 nights, but I'm going to probably head down to Pattaya tomorrow and take some videos of condos down there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got 2 condos that the company that I used to work for, Keller Williams, I work with them out here in Thailand, and they have a new project that they're trying to sell. So we're going to go there, I'm going to make some videos there, and hopefully we can get some clients from the videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So yeah. So I mean, I know I get a lot of comments on my videos when it comes to you know, condo searching and this and that, and people seem to love that. And so Julian, if you follow his channel, you'll be seeing a lot of that. That's one of his main focuses. And so check him out. Yeah. What's the name of your channel?
It's just my name. It's Julian Glasser, Julian, and then Glasser.
Okay.
Julian Glasser.
All right. Yeah. So
YouTube.
I thought I'd hook up with Julian today because even though he's much younger than me, we have a lot in common with our passion for real estate. And you know, he works for Keller Williams, I work for Keller Williams, so you know, it's hard on video to have conversations because it's just awkward. But you know, I think we, you know, we're gonna have a pretty good conversation here when I get off camera. So, Greeny out. Bye.
Hi.
Greeny's out.
Fly out.
Julian out.
Hả? Quần áo.
Quần áo.
I'm out. What happened? I'm out.
All right, bye guys.